Hello everybody, welcome to Filmmaking. Today my name is Dulabic. So, are you looking for a lav system that's versatile and can be used for other stuff? Stay tuned. Alright, so this is the Zoom F1 LP field recorder. And let's take a look at what comes in the box. So you have obviously the field recorder, you've got the mic right here with the little clip for your t-shirt. You've got two AAA batteries, they're not rechargeable. You've got a total of 3 windscreens, and then all the manual and the usual documentations and all that mumbo jumbo. So if we take a look at this side, you can see the line in for the mic and also the headphone jack if you want to monitor the levels. And on this side you have a volume rocker, a micro USB plug-in, and also a compartment for the 2 AAA batteries. On the other side you have a power and hold button and also the compartment for the micro USB card. And then on the front you can take this cap off, and this is actually where you attach all the other accessories which you can buy separately on their website. Okay, so this is what the device looks like. This is how you turn it on. Just hold this button for a couple of seconds here, or the switch, and then it's just going to read the card. So it's going to take a few seconds, and then here we go. Now there's a few buttons here. You've got the record button right here. You've got an option button and play, pause, and then here you've got the main button. So this one is the record format button, and here you can switch. You can go all the way from MPEG 3 up to 96K. 24-bit, and then here's the low key button, low cut, and you can select the different versions here. This is the limiter, you can just go on and off, and then next to it you have the record levels. Now they are measured from low to high, and then you've got auto. So instead of giving you numbers, that's how they do it. So it can be confusing, but yeah, it's not that confusing. And if you want more options, you press the option button here, and then this button becomes play tone. So that's where you select that. And then the next one becomes a pre-rec. So if you select pre-rec, it will actually start recording before you even press the record button. It's basically constantly recording as long as it's turned on, which is pretty interesting. And then you've got the plug-in power. So this is where you can actually see the levels before you even press the record button. So that's good. And then this one becomes the menu button. So and then here you have a lot of options, play, record, time, LCD, battery, auto power off, SD card. You can check the version, the language, reset it to factory, and all that good stuff. And that's basically it when it comes to the menu. Okay, so now let me show you what the sound sounds like with the different low cut settings. So right now I have it set to 120. And this is what it sounds like. I've been keeping it at that level basically for the whole video. So now I'm going to switch it. So I'm going to change it now to, now this is 160. So, you know, you can hopefully hear the difference. Probably not, but you know, maybe. So this is what 160 sounds like. So let's switch it. So this is what it sounds like when it's off. So low cut is off. This is what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what it sounds like at 80 hertz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what it sounds like at 80. Mic check 1, 2. And back to 120. All right, guys. So I'm outside right now. I just wanted you to hear what it sounds like when I'm, well, outside. So I'm in a park. It's wide open spaces here. There's cars right over there. There's you know, the usual park environment. There's literally trees right behind me over there. So I just wanted you to hear what that sounds like. So I'm just going to be a little bit quiet so you can actually hear the ambiance. Okay, all right. So just to give you an idea, I am on 96K. 24-bit, low cut is 120, and I got the limiter on, and I'm on high minus for the levels. And right now I'm averaging between -12 and -6, closer to -12, somewhere around there, which is pretty standard, right? So yeah, that's what that sounds like. You know, from my experience, if it is a bit windy, I was here the other day and I was doing some test shots. And I'm going to include that in here so you can actually see or hear what that sounds like. So I'm just going to cut to that right now. It's a little bit windy, so yeah, let's see if any of that registers. So there you go. As you heard, it was definitely a bit windy, and you can hear a little bit of that, right? So today it's not windy at all, so I don't think you'll hear anything, but I don't know until I actually take a look at this footage. All right, guys, so I got the camera right now on my little selfie stick, and I'm just gonna walk around a little bit so you can hear, you know, what that sounds like. The weather it's very hot, and I'm trying to find an area that's shaded enough so you can actually see me, so I'm not in the shadow, but it's not too shadowish. It's very difficult. I mean, it is extremely hot, and yeah, a lot of sun. So if I'm you know, a little too dark or a little too overexposed, just go with me. It's about the audio anyway. So I'm just gonna walk around right here, and yeah, you can hear what that sounds like. Cars behind me, you know, there's a bunch of stuff. I mean, you can see right here, it's open space, right? So you know, kind of just walking right now. Yeah, it's extremely open space, right? There's if you can see right behind me over there, there's a street, so there's some cars there, so you might be able to pick up some of that, right? So there's that, and I'm just gonna keep walking. So you see the trees behind me there, right? Very, very sunny day. It is hot. So there you go. So there's a car right now, if you can see. I'm looking at the levels. It's not really registering much, so we'll see. I mean, to me, this is really the best way to see, or again, to hear what the quality is like. I mean, I can tell you all about the specs. It should be about a real life scenario. So there's a little pond behind me now. I just want to see what this sounds like now. I'm basically surrounded by trees, birds, you know, the usual stuff. There's a few people, but not too many. And yeah, so I just want to see what that sounds like now. So I'm just going to give you a couple of seconds to listen. So that's that. The levels are the same as before. So that's that. So that's my review, guys, of the Zoom F1, and all in all, I think this is a great product. Definitely something I will be using going forward as my main system for when I do these things and, you know, other stuff. And there's a few reasons for that. So I was going back and forth between this guy or getting the Rode Wireless Go system. Obviously they're different. The Rode one you actually attach to, you know, your camera, right? So it records straight onto it, whereas this one is separate. It records onto an SD card here, and then I sync it up in post. Now, the reason why I chose to go with this guy, because I think quality-wise, they're probably around there. You know, some people will argue it either way, right? But to me, the main reason I went with this guy is actually because it records separately. I just wanted to have that freedom to not worry about you know, recording it onto the camera, because one of the reasons was because I have the pocket camera, the DJI Pocket, and I don't have the audio adapter because frankly I think it's ridiculous to spend, I think they charge 50-60 bucks for a little dongle. It shouldn't be more than 20 bucks is outrageous, but you know, anyway. So that was my main reason, one of my reasons, I shouldn't say main. And I figured, you know what, let's just get this guy. I can use it with whatever camera, and honestly, syncing up in post is really not a problem these days. I mean, I use Premiere Pro. You select the audio clip, you select the video clip, you hit merge, okay, it's fine. I never had an issue. I don't slate, I don't even clap anymore. You know, it works fine, right? As long as the audio source is relatively decent. I mean, if your camera is you know, I don't know, 100 feet away, you're probably not going to work, but anything other than that works fine. So that was definitely one of the reasons. The other reason, which is very important and something I definitely like with Zoom, is the fact that you can attach other things to this guy right here, right? So you can get a shotgun mic, you can get a XY mic, right? Like they have with the like I have with the H4. I still have the H4, Zoom H4, which, my God, it's over 10 years old at this point, right? I think 12 years, I think came out 12. Yeah, I bought it in '07, so, and it wasn't, I don't think it came out in '07, I think it came out way before that. So anyway, the damn thing still works, and it's fine, right? So I like the fact that I can attach different mics to it, different systems. If I want to use this as a shotgun mic on my camera, I can do it. Just buy the attachment and boom, off you go. So to me, that's definitely a pro. And you know, especially for indie filmmakers like myself, for YouTubers like myself, you always want to be, you want to travel light, right? And you want to have the most versatile gear, because you know, you never know what the situation is that you find yourself in, right? So again, that's the reason. Those two, I would say, are the main reasons why I got this guy. Quality wise, I think it's fine. You know, yes, depending on your needs, there will be people who will say this is crap, blah blah blah, I want something better. That's fine. You know, for what I'm using it for, again, indie filmmaking, YouTube related things, it's fine. Don't sweat it, man. It'll be fine, right? As you saw my video outside when it was windy, it definitely picks up the wind a bit. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm looking for maybe if there's some kind of a dead cat, like a, well, a thing you put on, dead cat basically, you put on the mic, because this windscreen is detachable, right? It comes with 3 of them and you just put it on there. And by the way, I love the fact that they give you 3 of them, right? Because you can lose these things very easily, and I know a lot of people do. I almost lost one, and I'm pretty good at not losing stuff, so you know, there you go. So anyway, I might be looking for something like that. If there are solutions for these things when it comes to wind, just let me know. It was a pretty windy day that day, so you know, there's that. But anyway, that is something to keep in mind, a potential negative for some people. And like I said, all in all, I think it's a great product. It seems bulky, and it kind of is, but it isn't. First of all, it's very lightweight. I mean, this thing, man, this is not, it seems very bulky and something out of a sci-fi flick, but it's very lightweight. You can put it in your pocket, even if you're wearing shorts. Don't sweat it. It's not heavy at all, right? At least in this form. I mean, if you start adding more stuff, it will get heavier, obviously. But in this form, it's fine. And yeah, I should probably talk just a little bit about the build quality. It's very sturdy. I mean, this build quality is very good. Yeah, it's obviously got plastic components. It's got aluminum components, and they work very nicely. It does have an industrial look, obviously, which Zoom is known for. But quality-wise, it's fine. It's sturdy, and I do love the fact that you do get the clip, right, for your belt, or well, for anything really, and then you get these 2 rails for your belt. Now, one con, I do wish I could take off these 2 rails, because I don't always use it, right? A lot of times I just put it in my pocket, right, Scott? So I don't really use any of this. But yeah, that will be basically a knock. I wish I could take it. I guess you could if you unscrew it. I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, and another thing to keep in mind, which I do like, so you do have a micro USB connection right here, and you can power this guy with an external battery, a power bank. So that is excellent. The battery supposedly lasts for 9 hours. I haven't really tried it out for that long to know if that's true. I would assume, I've heard from others that yeah, that's in the ballpark. But I do like the fact that I can just plug in any external battery. You know, again, I have smaller ones that are, you know, one is 10,000 milliamp, the other one is 6,000 something, and they're relatively small. I can plug it in, put both of them in my pocket, and off you go, and you're good all day for sure, right? So I like that. That's good. And yeah, other than that, you know, another good thing is the fact that the cable here is screwed in, so there's no way, not going anywhere, right? So if you're using this for I don't know, run and gun type of situations, or anything really. Cable's not going anywhere, which is good. That's definitely good. And that's it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments as always. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, hit that bell icon to be notified of future videos. All that good stuff. Tell your friends. Be nice. That's it. Stay tuned for more. Thanks.